All right. Are you guys ready for some comedy tonight? I'm gonna need some more noise than that. You guys ready for some comedy tonight? Let's make some noise for our host tonight, Tyler the Comic. Let's keep it going. How we doing tonight? Yeah, this is a beautiful crowd. This is our first time St. Louis comedians performing here in Indiana, so I just want to thank you all for coming out and making this night special. We were downtown recently and we were like, man, this is really beautiful. And it reminded me how, because we perform, we travel, we go all over the place. We're in Chicago. And I looked down and I saw a used condom wrapper on the ground. It's like, wow, this city's dangerous. And they use condoms? Like, no matter how bad they get, it's not going to be bad as STL, STD, you know what I'm saying? But a little bit about me, I had to stop using condoms. Yeah, not for pleasure or allergies like that, but because my dogs kept eating them. Yeah, that wasn't even the worst part. It was about a week later when I cut the grass and it looked like we had a water balloon fight. Yeah. A little bit about me, I'm bald. God said, for every inch of hair I taketh, an inch below you should have to play with. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But being bald, you realize some women actually find it attractive. Like I had this one girl say, can I stick a plunger to your forehead and ride your face like a merry-go-round? I was like, wow, that's wild. I've never had that before. Then she proceeded to swap the plunger out for a dildo and rode my face like a mechanical bull. I miss her. But a little bit more, another thing about me, I'm in an interracial relationship. Yeah, you know what they say, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. I got my eyes and my dick on this one, so she ain't going nowhere. But being in an interracial relationship, they don't give you rules or anything, but you quickly find out what pisses them off real fast, right? I'm embarrassed to say why. Maybe some of you ladies might understand. I threw away the Walmart bag with her wigs in it. I didn't know. I thought it was a Halloween decoration. And look, this is my first black girlfriend, so I don't know all the rules yet. But you know what they say once you go black? Now you're a stepdad. Oh, man. So you know how, you guys remember DARE? Did they have the DARE program out here? I didn't really think it worked that well. They should have just called it the Truth program, because the truth is your family are drug addicts. Like, my nursery rhymes went a little different than everybody else's. Everyone heard of step on a crack, break your mama's back. See, in my household, it went step on some crack, flip it to make your money back. Yeah. Return on investment over here, we know. But speaking of felonies, my dad was always in and out of prison, and I never got to have that father bonding relationship with him. And I also don't drink. Anybody here, we drinking tonight? Yeah, we got any dads in here tonight? Let's take a shot for our dads. Yeah. It's something I'm very proud of, because like I said, my dad's been in and out of prison, and I was never a bad kid, but I always pictured going and visiting him in prison, but behind the glass windows, holding the phone. He's like, son, I'm disappointed in you. You failed your spelling test. Well, at least I can spell felony. And he got released not too long ago, but unfortunately passed due to gun violence. And at his funeral, I realized we had a few things in common. One, we're both bald, and two, we both can't take a shot. So if you see me out with a drink tonight, just know it's not for me, it's for my dad, to pour out for him, because just like my childhood, he isn't here to enjoy it. Now, as you can tell, I got a fucked up family, because I'm not really, the cleanest, but for example, my grandpa, he's a legit crackhead. I'm not joking, legit crackhead, and he's something. Like one year he stole my bike just to give it back to me as a Christmas present. Yeah. He taught me how to tie my shoes, and then he stole them. He said, got his ass again. So I'm sitting here wondering how many times has he stole someone's shoes, right? He also taught me what the word acquitted meant, kind of like O.J. Simpson. So the only difference between him and O.J. is one of them still alive. Yeah. It's kind of crazy he's still alive too, because of all the crazy things he's been through. Like one time he was at a drug deal goes wrong, no surprise. And the guy starts shooting at him, and he jumps out the window, almost blowing his arm off. Kind of like when you have a hoodie string and it's kind of just dangling, Like he tried to high-five a lawnmower, it just didn't work out. Well, he shoots back in self-defense and kills the drug dealer. And he's in court, or in jail, and he's like waiting, and it ultimately is ruled self-defense. And I seen him walk past that judge, looking at him saying, got his ass again. How many times has he gotten away with this? I don't know. I don't know if he's a lucky criminal, a dumb one, or both, because like one time, he got pulled over with a bag of crack rocks. Bag of crack rocks, right? And he's looking at the driver mirror, and he's waiting for the cop to come, and he's slowly tossing the crack rocks out the passenger window, trying to be discreet. As the cop approaches, they both look over simultaneously to realize the passenger window has been rolled up, so now there's just a pile of crack all in the passenger seat. And he's just at that point, he just gives himself up, right? Cop's like, this is crazy. So he just puts him in his car, doesn't even search him, which is crazy because unbeknownst to the cop, he was hiding his birthday present underneath his nuts. A full 8-ball of crack cocaine. Yeah, most people hide weapons there. He hid a weapon of self-destruction. Yeah. So he's in the holding cell, and he realizes if he doesn't get rid of this, it's not just possession, it's possession and intent to distribute. So he does the only rational thinking he could do. He ate it. Yeah, he didn't lick it, didn't bite it, he swallowed the whole 8-ball. That's not evidence, that's dinner. His blood type turned from Hep C to O negative to Hep C. And so he's in interrogation, and they're trying to, like, where'd you get these drugs? What'd you do with all this stuff? And his tongue's swelling, and he's not really telling them nothing. So they're like, you know what? Let's put him in his holding and let him sleep it off, which is crazy, because you don't sleep off an 8-ball, you meet God. Thank you guys so much for listening to my therapy session. Let's make some noise for your local comedian tonight, Derek James.
Hey, give it up for Tyler one more time. We live such different lives. He's talking about his grandpa being a crackhead. The place I live just got voted the best place to live in America. Like, damn, okay. How am I going to top this? I'm not going to. I had a whole set planned to come out and perform for you, but I have the most disrespectful shit happen to me today, and I got to get it off my chest. All right, are we familiar with the restaurant Brewburger? Yeah, clap if you know Brewburger. Yeah. Have we eaten there? Okay, I have my qualms with Brewburger. Here's my first qualm. They serve ketchup in a ramekin. You know what that is? That small little cup. I always am like, how is such a big word hold such a little amount of condiments? But they always bring me a ramekin, and I eat hamburgers and french fries with a ton of ketchup. So I always have to ask for more. And then they bring me another ramekin. And then I have to explain to the waiter or the waitress, I'm like, look, dog, you gotta bring the bottle. Because I'm about to drown this hamburger like a 35-year-old mom drowns her kids in the tub, okay? It is disgusting how I eat a hamburger. If you look at my napkin after I'm done, it looks like a Civil War bandage. No, but this is the most disrespectful thing that's ever happened to me. I was eating at Brewburger today. I was at the bar. I'm trying to watch my weight, so I ordered a salad, but I am still a fat guy, so I ate it very quickly. And then the bartender walks up to me, and in this voice goes, "Ooh, where'd that salad go?" I was like, bitch. Did you just who's a big boy me? What are you, you basically just walked up to me and was like, who's a fat little piggy? You're a fat little piggy, aren't you? Can you imagine that if I did that to a blind guy or something? Like, who can't see? All right. I just had to get that off my chest. All right. My name is Derek James. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I like gay bars. Really quieted you guys down. I'll tell you why I like gay bars. I like gay bars because as a straight man, when I go there, I receive compliments that I don't get anywhere else. Like, I'll give you an example. I was downtown here one time at Metro, and this very nice young gentleman walked up to me, and he goes, you know what? You are the exact type of doughy power top that I'm into. I put my hand on his shoulder, and I was like, bro, I have no idea what that is. But what I do know is that is the nicest compliment anyone has ever given me. No woman has ever given me a compliment like that. Here's the best compliment I've ever received from a woman. One time, I was out, I met a girl at a bar, we hit it off, we went back to my place, we ended up hooking up, but afterwards, while I was laying in bed with her, I asked her a very dumb question. I was like, hey, did you orgasm? And she was like, hey, no. So I was like, well, I'm not doing anything else right now. Would you like me to keep trying? And she goes, nah, it's okay. You did your best. Here's the thing, I did do my best. I gave it 110%, like Mendoza on the goal line. I left it all out on the field. Like, dog, if you were there, you'd have been like, that kid's got heart. Absolutely zero talent. It really is like a dog licking a window down there, though. Like, I'll get my nose in there, but I start from the bottom to the top, just like I'm painting a fence. Too graphic? A little graphic, right? It's all good, though. I'm not out chasing girls at bars anymore because I got married 2 years ago. Yeah, I appreciate it. 2 years is not worth clapping for, but I did. Now that I'm married, though, I find myself hanging out with a lot of married guys, and this is what I've realized about married guys. They have weird hobbies. I've noticed this. I think it's because they're not out chasing girls anymore, right? And plus, when you're younger, like, you choose hobbies that will get you girls, like playing sports or being in a band. Married guys don't have to worry about that. That's why I think so many husbands are into slow cooking meat for 16 hours. I have at least 3 conversations about brisket a week at work. It's insane. Like, I got this one coworker, and plus, that's not really a sexy hobby. I got this one coworker, his name is Jim. He likes to show me videos of his briskets. Like, he always walks up to me, like, after a weekend, and he'll just, like, show me a video. They're always filmed horizontally, by the way. Like, and it's just him squeezing the juice out of his brisket. And I can hear him breathing on the camera. He's like, look how juicy that is. I'm like, Jim, yeah, that brisket is moist, but I'm pretty sure your wife is dry, okay? Like, I hate to break it to you, dog. I think you're worried about the wrong dry rub, okay? It's not Jim's fault. It's no married guy's fault. You don't get to choose your married guy hobby once you get married. The universe chooses it for you. Like, I've been married 2 years. I know exactly what my married guy hobby is. I wanted it to be World War II. I really did. I watched all the documentaries. I don't remember anything from World War II. What I got was birds. Like, okay, when I was younger, if I saw an attractive girl running on the street, I would turn and look. Now I don't give a shit. But if I see a hawk on a fence post, I will crash my fucking car. I was in Philadelphia last year. I saw 2 bald eagles in a tree. It was the first time I've ever seen bald eagles. You would have thought it was the first time I saw tits. I was like, let's go! They're beautiful. I just want to touch them. Yeah. What else? Let's see here. I'm married, and I also am 35. 35 is a weird age to be, because 35 is the time in your life when people that you used to know from high school stop dying of drug overdoses and car crashes and start dying of natural causes. Like, a kid from my high school died of a heart attack last year. I was like, shit, we're doing that now? Fuck. I freaked out. I went and got blood work done. The doctor was like, you have high cholesterol. I was like, damn, okay. All right, whatever. But I like being 35. Things that used to bother me, I don't care about anymore. Like, I've just stopped caring about so many things. For instance, like, I have big puffy nipples. Like, I'm 100% sure you can see them through this shirt. Like, I used to be so self-conscious about them. I did. And, like, when it gets cold, they get all bumpy like Braille. I was like, I used to think, I was like, hey, I could never date a blind girl. I couldn't. Because what happens if we're, like, laying together and, like, in bed one night and she just brushes her hand over my left nipple and it says something racist? Like I couldn't risk it, you know? Like, my left nipple was like, the Jews control the weather. I was like, no, can't do it. I don't care anymore. I also don't care about thinking anymore. I've just stopped thinking. Like, yeah, you shook your head. You're young. You still have to think about things. You'll hit a certain age and you just, like, don't care. Like, some people like to ask me tough questions. They were like, what do you think about the oil prices? And then I responded, I said this. I said, yeah, are you talking about the Strait of Vermouth? It's Hormuz. Yeah. I've never been good at thinking. Like, they'll ask me these questions, and I'm like, dog, you're asking the wrong guy. You're talking to a guy who misspelled the word leg in the 3rd grade spelling bee. I did. I misspelled the word leg. Do you guys remember the spelling bee where they made you stand up on the desks to do it? Did you ever have to do that? They made us do that. My teacher comes up to me, she goes, all right, Derek, your word is leg. And I was like, I don't know how to spell it. And she's like, well, think about it. And I was like, all right, leg, L-A-G. That's lag. I don't know if any of you have ever been face to face when a teacher gives up on you, but that is hard on a 3rd grader. It did all change for me though when I got to high school, all right? I got smart in high school because they put me on Adderall. Anybody here ever taken Adderall? Yeah, clap for Adderall. Yeah, one guy. That shit's crazy. My sophomore year of high school, I had a 1.3 GPA. They put me on Adderall. I graduated my senior year with a 3.4 GPA. I got into Purdue University, and when I got there, I thought I was gonna study philosophy. That's how crazy Adderall is, you guys. Adderall had me so good at thinking that I thought that I could think professionally. Like I was gonna be one of the greats, Plato, Aristotle, Derek, you know? Derek's not even a cool name. It's not. Derek, like, it's not a smart person's name. Like, there will never be a president Derek. Most of the time when you ask people to think about the Derek that they know, most people are like, man, fuck Derek. Adderall's not even a cool drug. It's not. It turns you into a nerd, all right? My dad is an objectively cool person, all right? He's a recovering alcoholic drug addict. He was in a band in the 80s, and one time he did cocaine with Bruce Springsteen. Or at least that's what I thought the story was. Turns out he just did too much cocaine at a Bruce Springsteen concert. But that's still way cooler than what I used to do, which is I used to snort lines of Adderall, go to the library, and I got an exercise science degree. Clearly not working. All right, how much time have I got left? All right, let me do one more, then I'll get out of here. I just finished that show, Heated Rivalry. Anybody watch that? No? Nobody's watched Heated Rivalry. Oh, this is gonna be a doozy of a joke. All right, for those of you who don't know what it is, which is everybody in this room, Heated Rivalry is about 2 hockey players that are battling it out to be the best hockey player in the league. But there's a twist to that show. And that twist is they're also banging each other. Have we heard of this show? No? All right. Okay. I loved the show. It was a great show. I learned a lot from that show, and it wasn't that gay men have sex. I already knew that, okay? What I learned is that show makes women very horny, which means that women are perverts just like men are. And they love the show. But if I said as a 35-year-old man that I want to see 2 hot lesbian volleyball players who are 19 have sex in a hotel room, you look at me like I'm a pig. But somehow for them, it's the greatest show in the world when it's hockey players. I did learn a lot. I did a deep dive on the show. I was blown away. I was scrolling through TikTok, and I was blown away by how many wives and girlfriends were blown away by how their husbands and boyfriends reacted to the show because it was overly positive. And I was looking at it, I was like, ladies, you guys didn't marry a 75-year-old man. We're all in our late 20s and 30s. You think we care about these 2 dudes who hook up with each other, who are deeply in love? You realize that when we were 14 years old, we watched Heath Ledger take Jake Gyllenhaal from behind on the side of a mountain? I knew I was going to lose you on this one. She looks so distraught. It's also a romantic novel. It was before it was a TV show, it was a romantic novel. I didn't know what romantic novels were until I got older. And then I realized that my grandmother read them until the day she died. And she would take me to places and in public and read them out. So I'd be at the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese while she was just sliding off a booth. When my grandma died, my dad asked me, he's like, do you want anything? I was like, all the romantic novels. I want to get to know my grandma on a deeper level. So now I just have 300 copies of these romantic novels with Fabio on a horse and his nipples are out. My dad one time confided in me. He said Grandpa once told him that he was upset with Grandma because she didn't have enough sex with him. And then I thought about it, and I was like, Grandpa, I think that's your fault. Grandma was revved up for 70 years. I was like, I don't know, dog, blow on her neck or something. Touch her neck, like, or the inner part of her thigh. If she quivers, stick it in, dog. I don't know. I do have one beef with the show, the gay hockey show, and my beef is that they don't make the locker room scenes gay enough. They don't, because they make it seem like these two dudes are like nervous to be gay in a locker room. Here's the thing: I played sports my entire life. That is the safest place for those two dudes to be gay. Like kids in my high school, after we win a football game, this is what they would do: they would strip butt naked, put their shoulder pads and their helmets back on, and then run around the locker room just helicoptering their wieners around. I never did it. Not once. Never did it once. Not because I'm homophobic, just because I just don't have the length of the girth, you know? All right, guys, I've been Derek James. Thank you so much.
Let's make some noise for Haley Joel Osment. Let's go. All right, yeah. Now, I hope you guys are ready for this next comic, because I'm bringing the first lady of comedy, is what we like to call her over in St. Louis. You guys got to bring the energy, because I'm bringing up Ebony Starr. Let's go!
All right, white people, y'all got to give me more love than that, because I'll rob you bitches. Let's go. Bitch, I put my good wig on and 2 pair of Spanx. Fuck you. Every woman in here know I ain't sat down since 9 o'clock this morning. You don't do downs. I don't do downs. I don't do get down, sit down. No, I don't do none of that shit. The fucking weather here, I couldn't wait to get here because they was like, yeah, Indiana's gonna be great. It's gonna be sunny. Then, you know, it's gonna rain a little bit, so I came prepared. It's my universal umbrella for black girls. It's emergency fucking get out bag, lunch bag. I spent the night and I gotta have my panties bag. Hell yeah. I like being in Indiana. I couldn't wait to get here because they kept saying, Hoosiers. Y'all know in St. Louis, Hoosier is a slur word? That's like the code to get into a Klan rally. Shit. Hoosiers means people from Indiana. I was disappointed. I was ready to go to a Klan rally meeting. I'm like, I want to talk about white people too. I recently got engaged. Yeah. He white, he got my favorite thing, a job. Do you know they have this thing called a 401k? I like that shit. And all his parents are dead and left him a whole lot of money. Ooh yeah. I want his motherfucking neighbors to be like, you see that black girl he running around with? He got his black girl glow up. But it does make me reminiscent about when I was like single, like leading up to just him. The guys I went out with was just like, you know, I lowered my standards a little bit. I started taking motherfuckers that was handicapped. I mean, with no legs, I figured your ass can't run away from me. I even dated this one guy who told me like he played hockey and he was in a wheelchair. And I'm like, you know, black people don't watch hockey, but pretty sure there ain't motherfuckers in wheelchairs. I remember one time when I went out with him, actually, like we went back to his house and we were hanging out, and I had one of the most intense orgasms of my fucking life. And he looked over at me and was like, do you want to mess with me or you want to keep fucking with my leg? At the end of the night, I didn't know what else to do because I had so much fun. I did the only responsible thing as a black woman. I stole that motherfucker leg. I had fun with him and he didn't talk back. And he had a job. Another guy I went out with was like, I'm into trucks. They so awesome. He hop out, he the same size as a tire. Be like, hey little buddy, is your daddy in the car? going out with my fiance now. He's awesome. Like, he's like my favorite person to be around. But as a black woman, I did like so many fucking tests to like test him to see what kind of, you know, reaction I would get. Like, let me tell you something, women. If you want to know if your man is gay, do this. Flip him over on their back and start kissing him. Be like, you so sexy, daddy. If you get to that curve and he don't bend his motherfucking back, he gay. He don't clench that ass, he gay. He gay. As soon as you go, it should go up just like this. And if he don't, that motherfucker gay. I ain't saying nothing wrong with gay people, but that nigga gay. Just know at some point he gonna come out to you or you gonna catch him in your panties. I'm just saying. Lots of things that I like about him, cause like, I knew I liked him cause he always tricked me into white activities. He'd be like, let's go outside. Let's walk over here. Don't you think this pretty? Let's walk over here. Like, bitches, we hiking. Bitch, how you trick me into walking? I don't like that shit. Does this body look like it walk? 2 pair of spank, bitches. 2. You know what the best part about wearing 2 pair of spanks? I can see my feet. Over my titties. I used to be in banking, and that was always fun, you know. I wasn't really good at, you know, being in the bank. I did like telling rich white people they couldn't have their own money. Ooh. Y'all not laughing. That shit was awesome. You come in there, don't give me your ID, you flipping the fuck out. I remember one time I was at a bank, and one of the banks that I worked at, the type of job that I did is I switched to different banks, and everything that you could do in the bank, that's what I was there for. I'm your backup. I'm an assistant branch manager. I train people. I can get in codes and all kinds of shit. And the guy was flipping out because I wouldn't let him like wire $350,000. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, I don't know. Go outside and give enthusiastic hand jobs like I do after work. And he's flipping out, and like people like, Star, how did you stay so calm? How did you not get mad? He also had his dog there, and the dog's even barking at me. And all I kept thinking was, bitch, I was calculating how much money I was gonna get with all the civil rights people that was gonna come down here. We have them on speed dial now. I will call the NAACP on you bitches in a second. I got white girl audacity, I got Karen audacity now. Be me, bitch, you in my parking spot, NAACP! I also got a daughter in college. Give it up for me, people. I love it. She go to college for free, and it's awesome. Cause like, my original plan was to sell pictures of her feet. Her senior year in high school, I had her picking up all kinds of shit with her toes. Like, pick this shit up. What you taking pictures of my feet for, mama? Never mind, never mind. I've taught her this really important word while you in college, tenured. See that motherfucker over there shaking his head? You got a college degree, cause you know that means permanent job. I like a motherfucker with a permanent job. It just gets me off. The older I am, the age that I am now, do you know what kind of words turn me on? Escrow. Roth 401. Ooh, stock options. One of y'all white bitches is gonna marry me. I got one. When he told me all his parents was dead, I was happy. I was like, let's go visit your mom. I'm at her gravesite. I'm blind sometimes. But I love your son and all the property that you left him. Just spell my name right on shit. I love that times are getting like super fucking hard. You can't even enjoy porn no more. Like, seriously. You scared you're gonna see one of your goddamn family members. Be like, watching shit and be like, oh my God, is that Aunt Janice? She told me her hip was fucked up last week. Turned out she was doing hip shit bent all the way back, all the way through the whole video. And I know what you're thinking. Bitch, you watched the whole video. You damn right I did. All right, I think I'm finna get up out of here. Since I'm being nice. I just scoped a couple of people I'ma rob in the parking lot. If I take this wig off and change my shirt, y'all be like, it was so many black people in there. Y'all don't remember shit. I'm gonna give y'all some advice. If you're ever in a sad mood, open up TikTok or Instagram and just type current beat down. Ooh. Watching pretty white bitches cry is the favorite part of my day. Oh my God. Be like, my Benz, it has a dent in the door. Bitch, I can't even spell Benz. I was supposed to say this other joke when I was in banking, so I'm gonna tell you it now. I realized why I quit in banking, why I quit was because I realized the type of titties that I have didn't match the lifestyle that my bank account had. Cause like literally I kept thinking, like I should be on a beach and I should be on a boat. And I should be tanning and sunning and it should be so fun. And then reality sit in and be like, bitch, you can't swim. You are a stereotype. Oh man. So I just got the light. So I'm finna tell you my favorite thing about my fiance. Besides the fact that he white and he has a job. He made my credit score go up 200 points. Seriously, people. It was awesome. But I love when he go down on me. I feel all the wealth, all the white privilege, credit score going up again with every damn lick. And right when he come, I hold his head and say Black Lives Matter, motherfucker. Y'all, Indiana, y'all was so much fun. Y'all city is crazy. I love it. Thank you for inviting me. I hope y'all have fun. And with the other comments tonight, make sure y'all tip y'all waiters and give it up for me.
Let's keep it going for Ebony. That was incredible. Yeah. Now, after the show, we're going to get a photo with the comedians. And if you want to go to STL Comedy Studios on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, we put out our shows that we record in Missouri and St. Louis. We put our content, our clips, and photos of other comedians. So give us a follow and a share. But this next comedian is another local Indiana comedian. Let's make some noise for Cavin Eggleston.
Yeah! Oh man, how y'all doing tonight? Really, I love Indianapolis. We're gonna be a really cool city when they finish building us. Like, you know, some towns would be like $6 Generals and 9 Waffle Houses. That's too many. And Indianapolis is like, we can do more. It's fun. Did I hurt somebody's feelings? Are you guys in charge of planning commissions? Like, oh my God, I love this town because I'm from a small town in Washington called Wenatchee. Yeah, that's the attention it deserves. You know, we're famous for blueberry scones and being 30 minutes south of a guy that got fucked to death by a horse. Yeah. You know how good our scones have to be that came in #1 on our list? You know. I'm sorry. Was I making a joke in a city that sucks the Colts off every year? No, don't do this. You guys are fun. I like how you're treating already the start of my jokes like a dish at a church potluck. You guys are like, we like that one, but not that one. That one has raisins in it, Cavin. Don't do this. Oh man, it's weird. We had to change our middle school mascot due to a sex crime. That's crazy. That only happens in small towns. You know it only happens in small towns because we still have the Cardinals as a team. Okay, that's a Catholic church joke. I can slow these down. All right. No, I like this town. I like living in Indianapolis. I think it's a really fun city. It's just here's the thing. All my friends are like, why would you move here? And I was like, settle it down, all right? I lived in Seattle for 10 years. It's nice to not have a town where you immediately walk around and you're like, I can't tell if that guy's asleep or on heroin. I I like this. I actually live in Kokomo, Indiana now. Yeah, that's fun. You ever go to a city and you're like, I hope fentanyl gets here soon? That's what Kokomo feels like. I like it. I like a small town. I like it because you feel like everyone knows your name, but it's still a little gritty. Because I live in a one-bedroom apartment, and it feels a little gritty because the other day I was crying in my one-bedroom apartment, and the guy that was stealing my catalytic converter popped his head in. He's like, hey, bud, you're stewing kind of sad in there. You want to do some meth about it? I was like, hell yeah, get in here. I have a roommate now. I'm divorced. Any other divorced folks in the room? Hell yeah. I don't like when a dude woos, though. All right. When a lady woos, you're like, hell yeah, Sheila's getting good wienering now. When a guy woos, you're like, a felony's gonna get committed later. I got divorced. I was married for 13 years. My wife called me up and she told me we were getting divorced. I was driving home from a show in Omaha, Nebraska. Some of my friends, when they found that out, are like, oh, did you see it coming, Cavin? I was like, no, because I would have gone to a way cooler city than Omaha, Nebraska. I'd have gone to Vegas. They have hookers and cocaine there. What's Omaha have? Frozen steaks? Not better. Also, that's a 9-hour drive from Omaha to Indianapolis. That's too long to be alone in a car with your thoughts after that happens. Because the whole time you're like, oh my God, is this a visual metaphor for what the rest of my life's gonna be? Just emptiness and loneliness and darkness forever? Oh, there's a light in the distance. Maybe it's a sign that it gets better. Nope, shit, it's Iowa. Moved into a one-bedroom apartment. That's pretty fun. Except here's the thing. I asked my friends to come with me because here's the deal. I'd never lived alone. I'd only ever lived with roommates or a partner. I'd never lived by myself, so I didn't know what to look for. So I asked my buddies to come with me. But the problem is all my friends are comedians. And that's not who you need to bring to like a sad time, all right? You don't need to bring the laugh track to your low point. At one point, I was touring this apartment. I look over and my friend is doing pull-ups in the closet. I was like, hey man, what are you doing in there? Do you need to work out on that bad? He's like, oh no, I was just checking to see if this could hold you for later. I was like, and? You know? Not paying a cleaning fee otherwise. All right, I got another. Here's the thing, some of you got a little worried on that one. Here's the thing, I would never kill myself. I would never hurt myself. I would never do that. I treat my guns the same way I treat my penis. You know? Like, yeah, I try to get it in my mouth when nobody's looking. But something stops me every time, you know? Like my ribs are a will to live. And if you didn't laugh at that, you're not helping the healing, Indianapolis. All right, you're part of the problem. I like this because I was like, oh, every time you guys laugh, I'll take a bullet out of the chamber. And you guys are like, no. No, not tonight, no. I would never kill myself. I would never kill myself in Kokomo, India. I don't want to risk becoming a ghost in Kokomo, right? Especially haunting a one-bedroom apartment. Oh my God, I'm just haunting a worse version of myself in the future. It's like boo, but more like boo-hoo. All right, note to self, the Wit doesn't do standing ovations for best pun of the night. No, that's fine. I get to date now, that's fun. I don't like it. I don't like online dating. I don't like it because people are too confident in themselves when you date online. I had a lady the other day, she's like, you better treat me good, you better treat me like filet mignon. And I was like, I don't like that. I'm a stand-up comedian, I can't afford filet mignon. I need a woman that wants to be treated like a Speedway taquito, you know? Yeah, just comfortable being on a roller for 9 hours, basting in her own juices. That's what I can afford, you know? So I don't go on Tinder, I do Facebook dating. That's fun. That's the exciting one, because I play my favorite game on it, which is that an ankle bracelet or an ankle monitor, you know? I like a woman that's down to commit for 5 to 10 years. You know? I got like dating. Here's the thing, I'm also gonna say this. This is gonna be an unpopular statement. I already can tell because I saw how you treated Derek. I identify as pansexual. Yeah, that's about the applause it gets when you guys find out I'm queer. Because here's the deal, nobody likes to find out I'm on the LGBTQ spectrum. Because if you're conservative, you're like, oh shit, Fox News was right. They can look just like us. I told you they're skinwalkers, Martha. They're skinwalkers. And if you're liberal, you're like, God damn it, we didn't get a hot one? Oh. Well, he's got tits he gave himself and he knows his pronouns. I guess we'll keep him. I don't know. Here's a pansexual, if you don't know what it is, it's you like people regardless of their gender identity. And people are like, wasn't that just bisexual? I'm like, yeah, it's like bisexual if you didn't have standards. Like, you ever go to a buffet and you see a guy with both ice cream and ribs on the plate, and you're like, those don't go together. Tonight they do, you know? No, it's fine. It means I get to be on all the apps. I get to be on the gay dating ones. And here's the thing. Men, you're bad at dating, all right? Here's the truth of the matter. I don't like when men message me. I had a guy message me and he goes, hey, beautiful. And I was like, fuck you, Jordan. Beautiful? Oh, I'm not the woman in this situation, you son of a bitch. Also, you're a gay man in Indianapolis. We look the same. All right? I can't tell if you're gay or a narcissist. It's just like trying to date the easiest to pick characters, and guess who? Hey, I also don't like this because guys will sometimes just send you a picture of their weenie with no words. Why? I got one too, same team, brother. What are we doing here? Also, the first time it happened, I got very proud of myself. I screenshot it and sent it to my ex-wife. And I was like, look what I got. And she's like, did you just send me an unsolicited dick pic of an unsolicited dick pic? And I was like, well, according to the transitive property, 2 negatives make a positive, which means you wanted it, you know? And she's like, why would you do that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Do you realize how great I had to be treated like any woman on the internet? Like, I'm pretty. And she's like, I've never been sent an unsolicited dick pic. And I was like, well, I'm a better woman than you. I don't know what you want to hear. It's weird though, sometimes guys will send you just a photo of their butthole. No. Who's that for? I don't get, nobody's ever been turned on by just the butthole. Nobody ever watched 3 hours of the Dune movie and we're like, yeah, that worm can get it, you know? None of you are here like, I just eat the back end of the hot dog. That's where the flavor is. Also, here's the deal. I don't know how you get a photo of your own butthole. I tried afterwards. I tried real hard. It cannot be, it's a 2-man operation is what it is. I did all the poses in that motel room. I did the Captain Morgan, you know, the spread eagle, lay down mirrors like Indiana Jones. Eventually, I just called down to housekeeping. I was like, send some towels up to room 107. Grab a photo of the first thing you see. The things you choose to support as an audience tonight are wild to me. Like in my tear-stained pages of Dear Diary tonight, it's gonna be very strange. I'm like, they did not like the well-crafted stuff, but me talking about buttholes murdered. No, it's weird. Here's the thing, ladies, and I'd say this to ladies, because men, if you're straight, you never get a dick pic, all right? But men, you send dick pics. Ladies, here's the way you can make sure you never get a dick pic sent to you. Be honest. The way you do it is you never date anyone that's not a fat, beard, balded guy. And that's not me trying to sell myself. It's just, we'll never send you a dick pic because this is what it looks like. You're welcome. We'll never send you a dick pic. It just looks like I'm sending you a smaller version of myself. If I masturbate, it just looks like I'm choking me. I'm so angry at him. Yeah. I don't know when you're supposed to ask certain questions when you're dating. It's weird. I know when you get asked a question you're not prepared for when you're dating, because I was on a date the other day, and a lady asked me if she could choke me during sex. Yeah. For those of you playing at home, that's not the way that question's supposed to get asked. You're supposed to ask, can you choke me? You're not supposed to ask, can I choke you? Because what you're really asking is like, can I try to murder you and hope you come first? All right, you guys kind of pulled back on the word come there, didn't you? Here's the deal, Indiana. I'm going to make a deal with you. You don't get to get all butt tingly about a word for a thing we've all had to scrape out of our belly buttons at one point. There's at least one of you in here that's like, yeah, it's true. Lady, she goes, can I choke you? And I was like, yeah, I live in Kokomo, Indiana. You can try to kill me. So we were doing the maritals that night, and she goes, are you ready? I was like, hell yeah, I watched a murder documentary before girls. Let's go, sister. She got her hands in that prime choking shape, and then she just punched me in the throat. Yeah, she Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse my ass. I was like, oh my God, why would you do that? She's like, I looked, I wasn't gonna get my hands around your neck. And I was like, well, if it was about me not breathing, you could have just waited till I fell asleep, you know? And unplugged a CPAP machine. All right, Indianapolis, I've been Cavin, Eggleston. You have a great night.
Man, woo, let's go. Okay, let's go, let's go. You guys have been incredible. Let's go, let's go. All right, make sure you guys follow STL Comedy Studio on Instagram and Facebook. We're gonna get together with our headliner tonight. Let's make some noise for Marlon Mack. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Keep clapping it up. Keep clapping it up. Yeah. Thank you. I need this. I was in a movie recently, so I need the applause. I need the appreciation. I was in this movie. It's on Tubi, but it's still a movie. I'm also not the star of the movie, but I was still in it. I was in it. I got the best, funniest scenes in the movie. It's called Hustle City. I'm going to tell you a story about this movie. I got kicked off set first day. They invited me back, but I got kicked off set first day. It was somebody's bright idea to put me in the sex scene. That ain't the funny part. Then the director got mad at me when I brought condoms to the sex scene. He's like, Mac, it ain't that type of sex scene. I'm like, nigga, I only know one type of sex scene. And I've been practicing this for a while. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. They'll kick me off set. It's okay though, I didn't even want to film with the girl. She was too skinny for me. I like big girls, that's my thing. I like the BB doubles, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Yeah. You mess with me, you gotta be 2-some to do some. 3-some to see some. 4-some to know some. But if you 5-some, you can't ride nothing. Definitely not me. I know my limits. Your weight got a 1, I don't want none. Like if it start with a 1, I don't want none. Like, and I ain't got time to be on my 600-pound life. I feel like if you 600 pounds, your nickname is everybody. Yo, Mac, who you bringing to the barbecue? Everybody. Man, I like my women with backs big and good wigs, you hear me? Backs wide and thick thighs. Back rows and pre-toes. I'm just saying. Just saying, if your thighs don't touch, we can't do much. That's all I'm trying to say. For real, man, I love it. I remember I had this one girl over my house, and we went to the bedroom and stuff, and I got a king-size bed, and she was like trying to be funny. She's like, oh, you got a king-size bed? Is that because you like king-size bitches? I was like, yeah, that's exactly why I got this big-ass bed. You don't put a shark in a fishbowl. I know my audience. Put a damn shark in a fishbowl in this big-ass bed. But dating is crazy, y'all. Fellas, I'm gonna tell you something. When you dating, you gotta vet these women. You gotta vet them. Here's what I mean when I say you gotta vet these women. Sometimes they know things you don't think they know. For example, dated this one woman, she got mad at me, took the whole starter out my car. I was pissed. Took the whole damn starter. I was like, I didn't know you could do that. I thought she was a stripper. She said she worked at the Zone. She meant AutoZone. I'm like, what the fuck? Who calls it that? Nobody calls it that. You don't listen. No, bitch, be more specific. That's not what you said your occupation was. You said it was the Zone. I don't like it. Yep. I'm also a teacher. Clap it up for that. I teach kids. I know I don't look like it, but I do. You know what I'm saying? As a teacher, I'm going to tell y'all something that you probably never heard a teacher say before. So listen carefully, because you might not ever hear it again. Your kids are stupid. These kids are stupid. I know crack babies that function better than these kids. These kids are stupid. They different. These are like hot Cheeto and fentanyl babies. I don't really understand what's be going on with these kids. And the parents get on my nerves too. For example, first day of school. Standing at my door. Kid glides into my classroom, does a Michael Jackson spin, and slides to his desk. I was like, how the fuck did he do that? I never seen somebody do that. Come to find out, this kid had Heelys on. Do y'all know what Heelys are? Yeah. Right, had Heelys on. For safety reasons, I had to take the rollers out of his shoes. To this day, the whole school calls me the repo man. I hate it. Fucking hate it. I had to explain that shit to the principal. Mr. Mack, why the kids keep calling you the repo man? He slides up, cause he took my wheels, cuz. Like, it's dumb as shit. Stupid, man. It's stupid. A lot of things be happening at work. Kids be figuring out things about themselves a lot early. For example, got this kid I call my rainbow student. He's my rainbow student. You figure that shit out early? I don't know. The thing is, with my little rainbow student, I got his back. I let him be him. As long as he let me be me, then we cool. The thing about him is, he talks too much and he does too much. He's very extra. For example, I was doing attendance. His name Aaron. I said, Aaron, you here? He's like, call me Ronnie. I'm like, I'm not calling you Ronnie. It's Aaron. But he gets in my business. He asks me a lot of questions. One time he was in the classroom, it was like lunch break or something. He's like, Mr. Mack. I don't like when he says that. Mr. Mack. I'm like, what's up? He's like, you got a girlfriend? I'm like, no, I don't got a girlfriend. Mr. Mack, you got a wife? No, I don't have a wife. You got a dog? No. Are you lonely? Nigga, why you keep asking me? No. I'm alone, but I ain't lonely. Like, are you gay? I said, no. He thought about it. He's like, are you sure? First of all, out of all the questions, why you ask that one twice? Like, you asked me 50 questions. That's the one you gonna ask twice? I didn't like it. But like I said, I got his back. One time at recess, Aaron runs up to me, Mr. Mack. I was like, can you just say Mack? Like, why you? Mr. Mack, they bullying me. I'm like, who's bullying you? What's going on? He's like, they keep calling me gay. So I looked at him. Then he looked at me and I looked at him because he had taught me this phrase earlier in the day. And I was like, clock it, and I walked off because I was like, clock it, man, don't bother me with the truth. We got other things to worry about. You told me they call you gay. No. It's interesting. Meeting the parents be interesting too. Sometimes the parents be flirting with me. Sometimes I turn it down. Sometimes I turn it down. It's cool though. One time I turned it down, this parent got real like ghetto with me. She was like, you tripping. This coochie dumb. I don't know what you talking about. This coochie is dumb. And I was like, I know, I teach your son. That coochie, that coochie dumb. Your son is a product of his environment. That coochie is stupid. That's coochie. You ain't about to give my dick an IEP. I don't, Put my dick in special ed. You know how long it take to get tested for special ed? No, I ain't putting my dick in you. That coochie dumb. Speaking of which, I'm gonna give y'all a visual example of how you know a lot of kids are stupid. When was the last time you seen a short bus? You ain't seen too many more short buses. There's too many dumb kids. You put them all on a long bus now. It's too fucking many. Smart kids get picked up from school. It's too many, man. I love it though. I also need y'all to give y'all kids racially appropriate names. Here's what I mean when I say that. In my class, right, I got a black student named Chad. It's short for Chadavius. I don't know why. Fucking Chad. And I got a white student named Jamal. Every day I call Jamal Chad and Chad Jamal. Every freaking day. And then Jamal got mad. He's like, Mr. Mack, every day you keep calling me Chad. Is it because I'm white? I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. It is. Apparently your parents didn't think about nobody but themselves when they named you. Didn't think about me, nobody. Fuck it. Now I gotta call him White Jamal. That's how I get through it. Like, White Jamal. White Jamal. Black Chad. White Jamal. Black Chad. Made Black History Month difficult. I'm the reading teacher. We gotta read Black History stuff. You don't realize how many times the book says the N-word until you got one white student in your classroom. And then you're learning about civil rights, and then like you don't want to call on them, and then Jamal will get mad. He's like, you violated my Constitution, let me read. I'm like, all right, I got you. The problem is white Jamal, he takes advantage of every possibility of saying this dang N-word. We read, and so we get to the part, it's like, okay, after the protesters, they went outside and sang Negro spiritual. So I'm like, well, I don't call on you, white Jamal. You do too much. Had to have a whole 15-minute conversation with the whole class to even let you read that. You go fuck it up. Every time. Also, I'm tired of y'all sending these kids to my class with these weird-ass names and then expecting me to get them right on the first try. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let y'all be teachers. I'm gonna spell some names, and you yell out to me how you think those names are pronounced. Y'all gonna do that for me? Y'all don't sound confident as fucking all. Y'all ready? Yeah. All right, here's the first one. Get ready. The letter L, apostrophe, the number 3, C-H-A. L apostrophe 3, C-H-A. How you think that name's pronounced? Lathrisha. We got Lathrisha. The only black person, he's like, I probably got a niece named Lathrisha. They gave up. Okay. That child's name is Latracia. I know. Latracia. Latracia. It's different. Here's my next one. The number 2 dash S-A-I. 2 dash S-A-I. What y'all think? We got two say. What y'all think? I feel like I'm back at work. What was that? That's your niece, Duce? Yep, that was Duce. That's the child's name. Good job. It was Duce. I got one more name. This one might be a little easy. S-O-N-G apostrophe H-A-I. S-O-N-G apostrophe H-A-I. How y'all think that name's pronounced? What we think? Say it with some confidence. Sit down in the thinking chairs and think. Y'all old school, okay. Right, she called it. I heard her spit it out. Song high, all right. That child's name is Sanai. I know, hell no. That child's name is Sanai. First day of school, I'm like, Songhae Jenkins. No, that child's name is Sanai. I told that joke 2 weeks ago, and this lady in the back was like, oh, the G and the H is silent. I said, bitch, every letter in that name is silent. The G, the H, the apostrophe, like, no. Tired of this. A lot of things be happening at work. I be feeling like sometimes I be lying to the kids, especially when we practice drills. Anytime we practice drills, I feel like I'm lying. Like if a tornado come, it won't take the whole fucking school. It might, I don't know. If the earthquake, nobody will die. I can't see the future. Who knows? It might happen. Fire drill. If the school's on fire, I'm going first. Like, I'm leaving y'all. You better keep up. Here's the drill I feel the safest in. The drill me, as the teacher, feel the safest is the intruder drill. The reason I feel the safest as the educator doing the intruder drill, because if an intruder comes into the classroom, I feel like I got about 25 bargaining chips. Too dark, my fault. That was too dark. Dang. I did that joke in a nursing home last week, killed about 3 people. That shit was funny. It's funny. See, I had another dark one. I thought we was family. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm just here to have fun. I almost got fired. April Fool's Day this year, almost got fired. Here's why. I'm gonna sit down for this story, because it's a real story. Here's how I almost got fired. I thought, well, as a teacher and a comedian, it's hard for me to toe the line between what's appropriate for work and then what's funny. It's crazy. I thought it'd be a good idea to show my classroom clips, news clips of 9/11, and then pretend like it was happening right there, right now. These kids were stressed. They was crying, running, screaming, and then one kid was like, I hope nobody jumps. I was like, wait for it. They marched me down to the office so damn fast. They marched me down. I was more nervous than a child star at Nickelodeon. I was shaking up. I was more nervous than Justin Bieber at a Diddy party. It was not fun. Out of control, man. Another thing I like about work is working recess. Like, working recess is fun because you'll see like the craziest stuff. So one time I was working recess and there was 2 kids battle rapping. Shit was amazing. It was freaking amazing. I had a boy student and one of my girl students. My boy student, his name is David, but his rap name is David. Not creative at all. The reason, you said bars? Oh, that's hard? David? Wow. The bar is not said hi here. Wow. See, that was hard. Okay. I ain't knocking it, shit, hey. So the reason his rap name was David, because when he first came to school, we was like, what's your name? He's like, David, and then just stuck. That's his name. Now the girl student, you gonna like the girl student rap name. If you like David, then you better fucking like this girl student rap name. The girl student, her name is Courtney, but her rap name was Full Court. Oh, okay. All right. Had to check. Now I caught the end of David's verse, and I caught the beginning of Full Court's verse. But I had to stop Full Court. I had to stop it because it got too real too fast. Here's how David's verse ended. He's like, all you do is spit garbage because your rhymes are trash. And you get passed around because you like all the boys in class. And our kids was like, oh, Courtney's a hoe. I'm like, calm down. Chill out. Don't get me in trouble. Calm down. That's how he ended. Full Court. She came in real smooth. She was like, I gotta get curved. She was like, I keep my pH balanced. Oh. Yeah, she's like, I keep my pH balanced. I never stumble. You just dropped the ball. All you do is fumble. It's some secrets in your family that they keep a mumble. Make me mad, and I sneak into your bedroom like I'm your favorite uncle. I was like, oh, shit! Oh, Full Court. Go ahead, Court. Time out. We can't. Yo, I'm Marlon Mack. That's my time. Thank you, Indiana. Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this show. Make sure you follow STL Comedy Studios and be safe getting home. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.